What is your greatest soccer memory?
With no doubt, achieving the World Cup with the under-20s last year. That was amazing for many reasons, because it's the greatest achievement that our country in soccer did. And the way we did it, and with the group of the players and people that I worked, was so special and so amazing. That moment when we won the World Cup and against Brazil in the final, and then arriving to Belgrade, the capital of Serbia, with all that people who were waiting for something like that was such an amazing feeling that I will never forget.
How did you get your start in soccer?
Well, listen, I'm from the soccer family. So my father was a very, very famous player in my country, and later he was a coach also. He passed away just right before that World Cup. That's why it was so emotional for us and for the country, because they know that I'm coming from the family of the big soccer player and a big coach.
So now that we know what got you into being as a player, what motivated you to become a coach?
When you're done with your career, you got to do your license and become a coach, because it's graduating. It's just graduating from what you were there. All those experiences that you had as a player, you have to pass them. You have to pass them to the next generations. And I think it's something that I love to do, and I was aware of that yet when I was still playing, and I wanted to do it, and I was so passionate. And I had a great example of my father in front who did that.
Now that you're new in Chicago, what are the most interesting parts of the city that you enjoy?
Well, I love being at the stadium. I don't have that so much time for other things than being focused on the team and getting better. And I think what makes Chicago a great city is the diversity of cultures and people here, and how open they are, and I love it.
So what was your favorite subject in school?
My favorite is history. I had the teacher, and she was like, why you're not taking notes, And I loved so much history, and I was very good. And I was like, I follow everything and I remember everything. And she said, well, I want to hear that. I want to see it. And she asked me questions, and I was really good. And she said, okay, sit down. That was great. Never ask me again why I'm not taking notes.
So what is one thing that you hope that your players learn from you, both on and off the field?
The mentality of never giving up and always giving your best. That's what I want to see from our players. And that's what I want to see from my kids too, because the life is never going to be easy. It's never going to be the perfect year or perfect timing, but you have to do your best to make it, and you gotta just have the faith that it will happen.